Okay. People always seem to be scared of bikers, and I'm not sure why, considering I'm related to a bunch of them. Now, I want to show people that they should not judge them before they get to know them. This topic is very, very important to me, considering almost my whole family on both sides is made up of bikers, and even my husband rides. Now, they get discriminated against almost every time they're out on the bike. People are scared of them, and there's not really a reason to be. They're just normal people. Now, I have many years of experience around actual MC clubs, and I feel really, really safe around them. And I've also done my fair share of research on the clubs and other clubs to see what they do to help their community. Now, one thing that a lot of clubs do, all clubs do this, but they're specific clubs. They give protection, they donate to charity, and they're very family oriented. So let's start with how they protect people. There's a club, and it's called BACA. That's the main one we're going to talk today about on this subject. They're called Bikers Against Child Abuse. That's where the BACA comes from, BACA. Now, they operate working with local law enforcement and child protective services to work with these kids. They will stand outside of their house. They will go to court with them so they don't have to see their offender or the person that hurt them. Now, there have been studies that have been done that show that these children suffer from emotional distress, conduct problems, hyperactivity, attentional problems. Now, when the bikers are introduced to their lives, these studies show that they actually improve in these areas. They feel safer with the bikers around. They feel like they're being protected. Now, this club does not condone physical violence to protect the kids, but if the child's life is in immediate danger, just like a police officer would, they will use physical actions. So they are there to protect the kids, to help the kids. Now, this shows you how clubs protect children. I'd like to talk about how other clubs donate to charity, and the specific one we'll be talking about is the Deacons of Deadwood. They keep financial records. They get audited to make sure their financial records are correct. They have donated over $2 million to charity. Now, the way they get this money is they throw charity balls. They have golfing tournaments. They do rides. The charities that they've donated to for a short list is the Make-A-Wish Foundation, Deborah Foundation, Children of Fallen Soldiers, and the Ronald McDonald's House. Now, this club got started off of just lawyers and businessmen. So that shows you that they are regular people. Now, their club has expanded, and they have more than just lawyers and businessmen in there, but that is how they got started. Now, since you know their history, let's talk about a different kind of club. All of these clubs are the same, but these are just some main aspects of them. But I can tell you that they are very, very family-oriented. William Delaney said that he spent 15 years researching America's motorcycle culture, and he can say with some authority that the reality of their life is not exciting. It is not dangerous. It's just a normal life. And that a lot of the times the media will portray a false image, or you watch Sons of Anarchy and you think that's how all bikers are. It's not. They have family nights, and they do have to conduct some business to keep their club together, and they have meetings, and they'll have events that are mainly club members only. But on these family nights, everybody goes. Kids are welcome. Wives, girlfriends, cousins, doesn't matter. They're all welcome. They spend their time together as a family. They function together as a family. They are very, very family oriented. If a brother calls, they answer. They go. It doesn't matter what time of the night it is. It doesn't matter what they have going on in their own life. If a brother went down, they're there. If a brother is just having personal problems, they're there. if they need help moving or transferring something, or they just need a ride somewhere. Honestly, sometimes to me, bikers have more of a sense of family do than most families. And I'd also like to talk about the felons. All bikers are considered felons by most people. But in reality, that is not true. David W.D. Deverex actually wrote a paper showing the full statistics and his research on how many felons are actually in a motorcycle club. Now, his statistics show that the average is actually 1 in 5. And this is a huge community. There's so many bikers. So the actual amount of felons in MCs is only about 20%. And that is really, really low. Now, these MCs were originally created by veterans. And the veterans came home from war and they felt rejected and left out. So they started their MCs. They enjoyed riding. That's how they relaxed. Now, this shows you that there might be a reason why the felons are in there, because if you are a brother, you're loyal, you have family, so they're not going to get rejected. Now that we went all of this, there's something to consider. I would like you to think about the fact of, you don't know who this person is. You don't know who the person next to you driving in the car is. All of these bikers, most of them have a family to go to. They have a normal everyday job. They'll be the ones who show up at your house and get the bugs out. Or they fix your air conditioner, or it's your lawyer or your doctor. Just because they ride a bike does not mean they're bad people. And they donate to charity, and they're family oriented, and they protect children. They're just like us. So why judge? Thank you.